Order, order. I call Alec Shelbrooke to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr Rosendale. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship this afternoon. Mr Rosendale, I brought this debate about fulfilling the recommendations of the Cumberledge report because I don't feel we're making enough progress. We had a debate on the floor of the House in July, and we also then had a written ministerial statement on the 21st of July. And in order to stay in order, Mr Rosendale, I would say that the answer the Minister then gave and the written ministerial statement were disappointing in many ways. And I will seek to address why I believe that is in my opening remarks and fundamentally be asking for certain updates along the way. Because, Mr Rosendale, what we're talking about here is people. We're talking about people whose lives have been destroyed, absolutely destroyed. And I know many honourable and right honourable members here this afternoon will bring their own examples of the various areas of the report, whether that be Primados, whether that be sodium valproate, or whether it be mesh. And that's where I will be focusing my comments in this opening on mesh. I don't want to spend too much time going over examples that I gave in the debate in July. They can be looked up in Hansard. But to say that there are people who were given an operation which many didn't need, which many were convinced was something that they should do, and some people didn't even know it had happened to them. And then because it took many, many years for the problems of this to become apparent, they have effectively been dismissed. And I've got constituents, and I know many people have, of especially women, although I will make some mention of how this affects men as well, have had their lives stopped, just stopped. Particular constituent of mine, who I've mentioned before, was a physiotherapist. She was in her 40s. She had a child. She had mild incontinence after giving birth, and they said, have the mesh implant, which she went ahead and did. Her entire life has been destroyed by that, Mr Rosendale. It was described to her when they were trying to do removals as trying to take hair out of chewing gum. And that is, I think, an image that perhaps we should consider as to how difficult this operation is. And we must never forget, and I'll probably make this point several times, that the NHS did this. The NHS has a responsibility to deal with this.